What's up? It's Andy. It's Thursday night. We got a full slate of NHL games, which really only means one thing. Actually, it means a whole ton of things. But one of those things is that we're taking on the house over at No House Advantage. If you haven't partaken in this contest, I don't know why, but I will tell you about it once again. No House Advantage is a new fantasy platform that combines player props and fantasy. It will show you a player, you pick an over or under, and if you're correct, you make some cash. We're taking part in a Verse the House contest where if we get 5 player props correct, we're going to make 21 times our money. They also have a pick'em contest, which is tournament style, and the more that you get right, the closer you get to the top prize that they offer for whichever contest that you enter in. And another great thing is it doesn't have to be all NHL. We're going to take NHL picks, but you can take 3 from NHL, 2 from the NBA, 1 from another one. As long as you get 5 right, you're making 21 times your money in the Verse the House contest. And if that's not enough, wait, there's more. No House Advantage offers the highest payouts on 4-player and 5-player parlays. So if you make big ones, aka that's what everybody does, then why aren't you doing it in No House Advantage where you get the biggest payouts? And on top of that, first deposit, they're going to match up to $100 as long as you're a new user. So click the link in the description of this video and it will take you there to take advantage of that advantage at No House Advantage. So the first game I'm going to be looking at, we got that Boston-Edmonton game. It's a little scary to take Connor McDavid at over 1.5 points on the road, but that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm expecting him against the #1 team in the league to have somewhat of a Connor McDavid performance. I mean, let's be honest. He can register 2 points against any team in the league. And going up against Boston on the road, I saw how they played Boston in Edmonton last week, and the speed gave them a little bit of trouble. Now, Boston really, there's no one who troubles them too much, but I do think McDavid's speed presents a problem, and if Edmonton's going to have a chance in this game, he's going to have to produce. I'm going to take the over 1.5 points for Connor McDavid. Another game that I think is going to feature points back and forth is going to be the Stars and the Sabres. Anytime you're taking an over on player props, it's good to take them against a team that doesn't really pay much to attention in their back end. And I'm going to take the over 0.5 point for Tyler Seguin going up against the Buffalo Sabres. Yes, Buffalo scores, but they also concede. And I think this is a game script that will allow for many of the Dallas Stars to register points, with Tyler Seguin being amongst them. So I will take the over 0.5 point for Tyler Seguin. Another guy I'll take an over 0.5 point for is Vladimir Tarasenko. Rangers have had a bunch of days off to get their, what is it called, ducks in a row, to get prepared and get organized with the addition of Patrick Kane. They've jumbled the power plays. Tarasenko's on the second one, but regardless, he still has some elite line mates, and going up against Montreal in a game that I think they want to win after what they displayed in those first 2 games with Kane and then having 4 days off. I imagine he's going to be on the score sheet. He was playing really well in those games before when they won that game against the Flyers. He was the key ingredient. Then he scored that unbelievable Peter Forsberg move the next game. So really, it was just the last game where he didn't produce. I'll take him to return back to his previous production. I'll take the over 0.5 point for Vladimir Tarasenko. And another team who doesn't play too much defense is the Ottawa Senators, the team that conceded that goal to Vladimir Tarasenko. I'm going to go over 0.5 point on Matty Beniers. He's just a great player, has good chemistry with his line mates there. I was going to maybe go Eberle, but I like Beniers, so give me over 0.5 point for Matty Beniers against the Ottawa Senators. That game's going to be on their home ice, which I always like a little bit more when taking somebody to register a point. I always feel like I have somewhat of a better chance. You know, you get last change, you can get the matchups you want. Always a little better to maybe get a little home ice advantage on No House Advantage. All right, those are the picks that I got for you. I'll be back with you on Tuesday for the next full slate of NHL games. Good luck to all of us. Make sure you're subscribed to the Odd Shopper channel here, and I will see you again next time. Good luck.